All right. Welcome back to the Buddy Show. We are prime time, coast to coast, and once again, we're border to border. I landed in Bangkok, Thailand yesterday, and after my 3 o'clock in the morning wake up yesterday, I actually slept till about 7 this morning, which was a novel thing. I never sleep that late. Perhaps the Chang beer and the indica had something to do with that. Who knows? There are cannabis dispensaries here everywhere. Thailand legalized it last month, and now it's a burgeoning sub niche, little market. I'm staying on a place called an avenue. I think it's an avenue street called Sukhumvit, and it's a huge street. For my Mexican friends, it's bigger than Carranza, at least louder than, at least this time of day. It's rush hour. I don't know what time it is because I don't wear a watch, but it's about 8 o'clock or so. I just got a coffee, which you can't see. I'll show it to you. I was walking around last night, and I could swear I saw a Starbucks, and I walked this morning and couldn't find it. So, no worries. I stopped at this other, what seemed to be ubiquitous coffee shop, Cafe Amazon. They seem to be everywhere, on every street and every corner. So I stopped in there, which is what I want to do anyway, is go to local places, even if it's a chain. And so what to tell you, it's been a whirlwind. Been exhausted for days. I got into Vietnam. Vietnam was a breeze to enter, truly. All I needed was my passport and my boarding pass. And the guy at the desk, immigration desk, said, "What's your flight number?" And I said, "I have no idea." And he said, "Where did you come from?" And I said, "Seoul, South Korea." He said, "Asiana?" I said, "Yes, that's right." And he said, "Okay, stamp my passport." And that was it. There was nothing more to it. Oh, I showed him my e-visa. And I stayed there in a wonderful little hotel that I should have filmed, but I was just too tired to do much of anything. Very, I want to say French because it's Vietnam, but old school hotel called Lavis 18. I would recommend it, in District 3. And then I flew in yesterday. Vietnam was harder to get out of than it was to get into, and I don't mean hard diplomatically or anything like that. My flight was at 11:15. At 12:10, the bus pulled up to bring everyone out, halfway across the airport onto the tarmac, where we got out and walked onto the airplane. But it was literally an hour and a half before this flight was scheduled, which no big deal. I have nowhere to go. It was going to bring me to Bangkok, and that's where I'm going to stay until Wednesday. I hope to meet with my agent today and get the retirement visa process going, and then we'll certainly fly out Wednesday to Chiang Mai and stay in a hotel there for a couple of days. I'll probably get a real estate agent and help me find exactly what I'm looking for, because you have to sign a year lease. Now, not that that's unusual. I've always had a year lease. When I first moved to Mexico, it was unspoken. The man and I told him I could only stay 6 months. He said, "Okay, tell me you're going to stay 6 months and I'll give you this price." And he did, and I did, and it was a gentleman's agreement, and everything worked out fine. Then I moved to Bali and stayed at a friend's house, sublet place from a couple of friends, and then moved to a hotel there, all for like $350 a month, inclusive. And there were no leases there; it was just month by month. But of course, living in the U.S., you sign a year lease, so it's not unusual. But I do want to take a little bit of time. I'm probably going to get a condo so as to be higher, thus avoiding road noise, and you can probably hear in the background, and chickens and roosters. It's Southeast Asia or Mexico. Mexico's the same thing. But in that I'm going to commit for a year, I want to make certain that I like the area and the place. So I'm going to do a walking tour around here in a bit. I need to explore it without doing that first. This is for you, Wayne. And I'm unable to download Grab, and I think my phone is too full, so I probably need to start deleting some stuff off that, so I can get Grab. I had Grab when I was in Bali. They actually froze my account when I tried to get it in Vietnam, and I'm still waiting for a response. When I was just going to sign up with a different email. So Grab is imperative. I don't want to be caught out somewhere too far to walk. Now, I am right next to the metro here, and that should be able to take me anywhere. You know, I don't know where I'm going. I don't really understand the money yet, and I just don't want to get lost out and not be able to call a cab. I could probably just hail a cab, but you know, I think I got rooked last night from the airport, but that's fine. So I want to go to Chinatown in the next couple of days and have some dim sum. I've been craving dim sum, and you know, I'm going to have it here. So I'm going to sign off. I don't want this to get too long, and I want to drink my coffee. So let's do this again. All right. Hey, be sure and like and subscribe, and if you want to, gong that bell.